You gave everything, and they forgot anyway. That's the sick joke, right? The painful irony. You offered your time, your love, your presence, and they treated it like a convenience. You made them your world. They made you an option, and now you're left wondering what went wrong. Let me tell you, nothing went wrong. You were just too real in a world that thrives on pretend. You gave honesty, raw, unfiltered, uncomfortable truth, and they labeled it too much. You showed up when no one else did, and that scared them, because people don't want real. They want easy. They want dopamine, not devotion. They want comfort, not confrontation. And you were a mirror, and mirrors make cowards uncomfortable. They said you were too intense, too emotional, too available. No, you were too real, too solid, too honest for people who only know how to fake it. They ghosted you, replaced you with noise, and now they pretend like you never mattered, like your name wasn't the one they whispered when the world turned dark. But they didn't forget. No, they buried it. Buried your loyalty, your patience, your unconditional love under distractions and denial. Because remembering you hurts. You became the guilt they try to drown in parties and new faces and loud laughter that dies in silence. But guilt is patient. It doesn't scream. It waits. It lives in their tired eyes, their fading smiles, the silence after your name is mentioned. You weren't forgotten. You were suppressed. Because facing the truth about you would mean facing the lie they told themselves. But let me ask you something. Do you think your worth depends on their memory? Do you think their silence means you lost? No. Silence is loud when it's earned. Your presence was a storm. Your absence, an earthquake. And when you walked away, everything shifted. They laughed louder. They posted more. But noise is what people make when they're terrified of facing what they destroyed. And you were the lesson they refused to learn, the test they failed, and they'll keep failing it. Because people like you don't come twice. You were the blessing. They mistook you for background noise. Now become the silence that haunts them. You gave everything. That was your only mistake, giving it to the wrong people. Now give it to yourself. Feed your silence. Sharpen your pain. Let it sculpt you into something they can't even look in the eyes. You're not bitter. You're focused. You're not broken. You're built. And they'll say you changed. But that's just their excuse for no longer being able to manipulate you. They'll say you're cold. But cold is what happens when warmth is abused. You didn't become mean. You became unavailable because they loved you when you were bleeding. But when you stopped bleeding for them, they panicked. They called you selfish because they never knew how to love you when you weren't breaking yourself to keep them whole. Let them sit with that. Let them drown in the silence you used to fill with love, comfort, presence. You used to be their anchor. Now you're their ghost, unreachable, unforgettable, and they'll try to come back, they always do. Not because they love you,